Hi, this is Nick Garner for Sports Talk for Kids, and I'm here with Notre Dame head coach Brian Kelly. Thanks for spending some time with me today.
My pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
So, when you came to Notre Dame, what was the bigger challenge, developing the attitude to win or the skill to win?
Well, I think that's a good question. I think you got to do both. I think player development for me is about developing your players mentally, but physically. And we've gotten stronger, both mentally and physically. And I think you have to have both of those if you want a championship team.
When did you know that your team had a chance to contend for a national title?
Well, I think when we went on the road against Oklahoma and beat, a very good team at Oklahoma, I felt like our football team had exhibited the things necessary to win in a tough environment, because we knew we had other games that we were going to have to play to that level. But I think probably the Oklahoma game was that moment.
When you finish, if you finish undefeated and you get left out of the national championship game with Kansas State and Oregon ahead of you, what would you tell your team?
They did everything that they could. They played every game. They competed. They won. Wouldn't be, disappointed at all, because we did what we could do. And sometimes you can't control those factors. So it won't change the size of the ring if we're 12-0. That's for sure.
How is the atmosphere on campus different now that Notre Dame's back to winning every game they've played so far?
I think there's an excitement on campus. Of course, I know our players are immersed in it more than I am. I kind of hold up here most of the day. But I know our kids are feeling the energy that's around our campus.
What's it like to have your team playing so well right now with 2 more games left? And how do you keep your team focused and not relying on the past but not looking forward?
Well, it's a good question. I think it's important that our players know how they got here. We can't forget that the attention to detail, the hard work, the discipline, if you start forgetting about those things, then you'll lose. So our guys clearly know that they've got to keep their eye on what's in front of them, and that is the next practice.
What is it about your third year that allows your teams to make such a big jump?
Magic dust. We just sprinkle it on all of our guys, and I save it for the third year. I think it's just a matter of being consistent in the first couple of years, and our guys really understanding what's expected of them. So not changing the message, being consistent on a day-to-day basis. Your
senior captains have really stepped up for you this year. How do you develop leadership on a team?
Well, I think you start with making sure that everybody has a stake in that. We encourage all of our guys to lead, even if they don't have a C on their jersey. We want them to lead, and we show them how to lead. We give good examples. When somebody does something in our program that has leadership qualities, we point it out and make sure that everybody knows what a good leader looks like.
Manti Te'o is one of your main leaders. Why do you think he should win the Heisman?
Well, I don't know that there's a better ambassador of college football. He represents the true student-athlete, character, integrity, and he's one heck of a great football player too. And he's put our football team in this position where we are. Now we've got a couple more games that we've got to win, but certainly I think he deserves to be in the consideration.
How do you plan to continue this success next year with the incoming players?
Well, it's something that we've continued to build on a day-to-day basis, so it doesn't change. I mean, we've done this for the last couple of years, and we'll continue to build it in the same fashion, same principles, and I think tradition never graduates. If you've got tradition in your program, you keep building on that.
Well, thank you for your time, and good luck the rest of the season, and we hope to see you in Miami.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
All righty.
This is Nick Garner for Sports Talk for Kids. Hey kids, let's talk sports. Thank you very much.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Once again, awesome.
Thank you.